Now, if you have ever wondered that why you aren't getting six-pack abs like any of the legendary bodybuilders like Bumpstead, Ronnie Coleman, Arnold, or whoever you want to name, or any of the greatest athletes in the world, then this video is made for you. What's up guys? Welcome to another video at Movement Mechanics. Now I'm going to give you top 5 solutions how you can get your six-pack abs, and that too as soon as possible. When I mean as soon as possible, I mean to say you can start getting results within a span of just 30 days. Now this is an exciting news, and everyone wants to look shredded, everyone wants that six-pack abs on your stomach so that you can, of course, show off your fucking body. So this video is made for you. So let's dive deep inside this topic and understand some movement mechanics. So the first advice which I want to give to everyone out there watching this video is watch your nutrition. Now, abs aren't made into the gym, they are made in the kitchen. So you need to watch your kitchen, you need to watch your nutrition thoroughly. Now, whenever I'm saying watch your nutrition, I don't mean you need to follow your nutrition plan till the T. Of course, there are going to be some ups and downs in your life, and hence your nutrition is going to get affected. But what I mean by watching your nutrition is at least follow 80 to 90% of whatever nutrition plan you have to follow. Now, of course, there are guys like these elite athletes like Rafael Nadal, Virat Kohli, or Roger Federer who follow their nutrition till the T. I mean, they don't have cheat days or even cheat meals as well for years and years. But as a general population person, of course, you have got that discount of 10-20%, but of course you need to follow that 80 or 90% so that you start seeing results. And when I say results, massive results in a span of just 30 days. The second thing which we need to give emphasis around is your recovery patterns. Now, when we are talking about recovery, the first and the most important thing is your sleep. Now, if you want a magnificent body, if you want that six-pack abs looking at your stomach and you want to be shredded, sleep is the most important factor after your nutrition, because sleep allows you to recover, sleep allows the body to regenerate all the muscles, to resynthesize all the muscles, to heal properly, to give you energy, to produce good hormones in the body. So you need to have at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep each and every day. If you're not going to sleep for that particular duration, then of course the most important factor gets affected is your energy levels. Your testosterone levels are depleted. Now, when you're a person who doesn't sleep for this duration, which I've told, like 7 to 9 hours, his or her testosterone levels are depleted by a significant margin. You really age a decade older than what you are aging if you don't have enough sleep. That means if you're 25 right now and you haven't got enough amount of sleep, then your age for that particular day or for coming days would be 35. You age by a decade if you are not going to have your sleep properly. Now, the third aspect which we want to look after is resistance training. Now, it can be a bodyweight resistance training or normal gym training, whatever you want to look after. This is the most important aspect when you are talking about gaining those six-pack abs, when it comes to literally training for those six-pack abs. First two aspects which we covered regarding nutrition and your sleep was something which is not directly related to training your abs. It is external factors which are extremely important. But this is regarding training your body, training your abs. So what are core lifts you are going to do? Deadlifts, squats, cleans, bench presses, etc. All these core lifts are going to give you that core stability, core strength, and of course they are going to give you emphasis on gaining those six-pack abs. So when you're talking about resistance training, if you are doing gym training, of course you need to do all these core lifts at a majority level, and of course you are going to add some isolated lifts specifically for your abs as well, which we are going to talk in a minute. But if you are going to do gym training, make sure that you are emphasizing on your core lifts, which are your squats, deadlifts, cleans, bench presses, etc. If you don't have access to any gym setup and you are going to do bodyweight resistance training, then of course again here core lifts are there. You're going to do your push-ups, you're going to do your lunges, you're going to do your squats, may it be bodyweight squats or with a resistance band, etc. Even these exercises are also going to engage your core specifically whenever you are going to do those particular movements. So give as much as emphasis as you can into your core lifts and not just your assisted lifts towards your abs, because these core lifts are the most important lifts in order to train your abs. Alright, now the fourth aspect, which is one of the most debatable aspect when it comes to abs training specifically, is cardio training. When we are talking about cardio, it can be slow continuous running, it can be high intensity interval training, or it can be Tabata training, etc. Now all these forms of cardio are extremely effective, but again they have their own place. You cannot just simply put all your emphasis on your cardio training and do none of strength training or vice versa. But again, if you want to do cardio training, you have to be very specific on what kind of cardio training you want to do. Now, let's say you are an overweight person who cannot sprint, then of course you are not able to sprint, then of course you need to regress, do either jogging or walking, or do some light form of high intensity interval training. For example, do 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off of high knees, or 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off of jumping jacks, etc. Where you don't need to really hammer your joints, your muscles, if you are talking about an obese or overweight person. On the other hand, if you are not obese, not overweight, but not that very fit, but you can sprint, then of course always choose sprinting as first of your priority cardio, and then slow continuous running, jogging, high intensity interval training can come into the picture. Of course they have their own places, but if you are not overweight and you can sprint, then it is the best form of cardio you can do. It is very high intense, it is going to burn more calories, and it is going to reduce that fat levels as soon as possible. Now for this particular part of the video, I need to literally separate into two aspects. One for the people who have got access to a gym, and for the people who don't have access to a gym. Now for the people who have got access to a gym, it's very simple. Lots of work which is related to core stabilization and not just isolated core work such as crunches or weighted crunches, etc. That is of course going to give you abs, but again, is that core doing what it is supposed to do? Now if you're going to do farmer's walk, if you're going to do pal-off presses, which I've already covered in previous of my videos, and I've told this many times, it is going to give you six-pack abs, and it is also going to allow the core to do its job, which is stabilization of the spine and maintenance of the posture, and also force transference from the body. On the other hand, if you don't have access to a gym setup, now you are going to train your abs with your body weight, then again there are functional exercises. Always I am just against crunches, because crunches are the worst exercise to do for your abs. There are functional exercises such as plank, side plank, rotational side planks, etc., which don't require any equipment, it just needs your body. And of course I'm going to make a separate video on bodyweight exercises which you can do anywhere, anytime, any place, so that you can get six-pack abs in the coming future. And of course, if you're excited about this video, drop your comments. So these functional exercises are also very effective, and of course they are going to give you those six-pack abs, and also they are isolated exercises which are going to train your abs specifically. However, when we are talking about isolated ab exercises, it shouldn't contribute maximum of your training intensity or training volume. It should contribute roughly around 20 to 30, 35% or even 40% of your maximum training time, training intensity, training volume, etc. The reason is the core lifts are the major lifts, and that is where your actual ab training is going to get happen. These isolated or assisted ab exercises are just there to add extra volume, add extra ingredients in your ab training programs. Now another question which rises is, should you do ab training after your cardio? Now my personal suggestion and what I personally love is, you can do your ab isolated training after your cardio session. Now that is one of the most effective ways which I have found to train your abs and gain six-pack abs and start seeing results in a span of just 30 days. Alright guys, these were the top 5 tips which are going to give you six-pack abs, and you're going to start seeing results within a span of just 30 days. And these six-pack abs are not going to be just like normal six-pack abs, but they are going to be like elite athletes, legends like Ronnie Coleman, Chris Bumpstead, Virat Kohli, Rafael Nadal, and you name it. And I guarantee you this, that within a span of just 30 days, you are going to start seeing results if you follow all these 5 tips properly. So if you have loved this video, make sure to like, the share, the subscribe, as well as the notification bell icon, so that you never miss a video whenever I'm uploading a new one. Also, if you have got any doubts or comments regarding this video or any other video suggestion which you want me to cover in the future, make sure to drop them in the comment section. Till then, see you in the next one.